Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Many Nigerians fear and many lovers and followers of those who have been looking for or agitating for the freedom of their nation, Biafra. They have always been skeptical of a day like this where mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the indigenous people of Biafra leader, and the agitator from the Finland, that's Simon Ekpa, would clash, especially in opinion. As we speak, that day has come. And it looks like the person who's taking the first bold step to initiate this clash is none other than Simon Ekpa. Let's dive into the news to find out exactly what is bringing unnecessary rancor and tension among the followers. Before we go to the news proper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Now, according to the news, Ekpa, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile, that Simon Ekpa, has said he will not heed calls from incarcerated leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to put an end to the sit-at-home currently being enforced across the southeastern region every Monday. Ekpa reviewed this during a special episode hosted by Kokokwo. Now, I won't listen, let me quote him word for word. He said, I won't listen to Nnamdi Kanu's instructions to end sit-at-home. The Finland-based pro-Biafran agitator stated, I will only listen to him not just when he becomes a free man. Look at his only condition he will listen to mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if he will ever listen to him at all. He said, I will only listen to him not just when he becomes a free man, but he has to come to Finland to tell me face to face. Let's continue. Now, in July 2023, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in a letter read to the media by his special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, instructed Simon Ekpa to desist from calling any sit-at-home forthwith. The IPOB leader further stated that anyone who continues the enforcement of sit-at-home in the southeast is not his disciple. So he is now saying, I am not your disciple. Let's continue. Now, however, the self-proclaimed Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile said that the only condition for him to listen to such an instruction is that Nnamdi Kanu has to come to Finland and sit one-on-one with me. Let's discuss. That is my condition, Mr. Ekpa declared. Even if they bring him out today and he stays in Nigeria and says, Simon Ekpa, stop, I'm not going to stop. He vowed. Now, Simon Ekpa explained that the sit-at-home exercise was a pathway to Biafran freedom. He insisted that it has succeeded in crushing the economy of Nigeria, delegitimizing the Nigerian government in Biafra land, and demonstrating that the people don't listen to Nigerian authorities anymore. We are using 4 different mechanisms to pursue the freedom of Biafra, he stated. The political, diplomatic, self-defense and armed struggle, and the civil disobedience approach, he said. These are the 4 approaches we are using to delegitimize and fight Nigeria, and they are working perfectly. Responding to criticisms that the sit-at-home is taking a toll on traders, students, and other residents of the region, Simon Ekpa argued that it was a price worth paying to achieve a better future for the people. The traders have a better business ahead of them, and the students will have better schools to attend in the future. He insisted, what we are doing is a price that has to be paid for freedom. Freedom does not come easy. We are going to bring an alternative that will work for them. So they have to pay the price of not going to school if they have to. Those are the strong, very strong words of Simon Ekpa. Let us analyze this. I understand the fact that he wants people to be free, but when you are saying delegitimizing the government in Southeast, the government have moved on. No? Simon Ekpa does not live in Nigeria. He does not live in Nigeria. The pain is inflicting on his people is rather very harsh. Nnamdi Kanu has first knowledge of what this is what is happening, and that's why he's saying desist. The people you are trying to hurt, they're not feeling your pain. They have moved on. You are just hurting your own people. If you want to make this happen, go do it to the government, not to your people. The economy is harsh and hard, and you impoverish your people. You make the place, so uncomfortable. Do you know, as we speak, most Southeasterners have migrated out of Southeast, especially their youths. It's just those few freedom fighters. Now, they have formed the habit of making that place a little on the violent side. Even when the freedom comes, the people have gotten used to so much violence. To bring them to stay in harmony will take a little while. More groups are forming every day, and more of them are taken to social vices like kidnapping. And all of them are all claiming to be UGM. Some of them are not UGM. Some are not even they're not even faithful or pupils of even Simon Ekpa. They just formed it and used the canopy of the insecurity going on in the Southeast and social menaces, and begin to perform all manner of nefarious activities in the Southeast, all traceable to that citadel of which Simon Ekpa is actually enforcing. Now let's go back to the real deal. You can imagine the condition is given to the person he called his Oga, the person he called our leader before he was incarcerated. And he has changed his own. Before now he was aligning, then after he gives him different, now he has given himself Prime Minister to Biafra government on exile. I think this is the second time he's changing the name. Which means I am now totally out of the IPOB struggle. I now have my struggle. You may be the leader of IPOB. You are not my leader. I have my government. So if you must tell me to stop instructions, I have my people, I have my followers, I have my supporters. You have yours now. Now we have two factions of Biafran agitators officially or unofficially in their movement. And one has to do with IPOB, led by mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another now has to do with Simon Ekpa, Biafran government in exile. So you cannot use, because you are the leader of IPOB, come and command me as what? We will talk as leaders. You will come to me. You don't just come and give me instruction as what? As your people. You will stop that. I'm now a leader that people recognize my voice. I'm a voice to be reckoned with. No more you. So even if you will ever come out, you will not just stand there and give instruction. You will come and visit me, a leader. As in, you will come to me. Don't come and stand on the road. You will come to me, my domain, in my territory, and tell me the condition. We will sit and I'll give you the condition to which I will stop. Other than that, it's not going to work. I have more followers than you. If I give them instruction, they will continue. What I see here is anarchy. What I see here is a problem that if it is not come now, Southeast, we may not be talking about Biafran agitation. We will not be talking about getting Biafra. We'll be talking about brothers going against brothers simply because this is one supporter of this particular faction and this another.